So while she hunted for an ex-husband, she had an on-off relationship with a bloke called Ray, or Mad Lad with Benefits. And he was her farm keeper. He loves her. He's like deeply in love with her. But she's just like, hey, it's all right. So a variety of men start moving in with Belle. But weirdly, and I can't get my head around this, Tom, but they all start disappearing after a while. One man called Henry, or Mad Lad Free, as his friends called him, he randomly disappears one day, right? And it's very strange, and his family are a bit concerned. And they're even more confused to find that Belle seems to have his fur coat, his favorite fur coat that he would never leave. But she's just like, yeah, I don't know what happened. He just went. Like,
there's a certain emotion that's bubbling inside me here. And I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Is that deep sadness for how life's turned out for Belle?
I guess so.
I hope it is. Before they disappeared, they all withdraw money. So they must be like taking the money and, you know, like using it to like run away or something. They must be starting a new life with this money. And on a completely unrelated note, it's around this time that Belle becomes extremely wealthy.
I can imagine.
She's actually worth about $6 million.
In 1880?
In 1880.
What's that?
No, it's
now?
like 1900 at this point.
Inflation, though, that's got to be a billionaire.
She's doing well, all right? The police turn up and they find a body. They find her body.
Bells?
Yeah.
Oh, hell's bells.
And to make matters worse, she's headless and they can't find the
In
head.
the fire?
Well, obviously they think that's unusual. Fires don't do that usually. But they later find the partial remains of 11 more people and 3 children. At the time, the local paper was running heartbreaking stories about Belle's death, claiming that she tried to save her children in the fire, but no luck. But you know what? Weirdly, they now start to reassess this when they hear about the amount of bodies at the farm. They start thinking, you know what? Maybe Belle is up to something here, which I think is rude. Really rude and mean, actually. You know?
I think it's perfectly justified, to be honest.
Unacceptable. So the police track down Ray, or the side Mad Lad, the Mad Lad on the side.
Yeah.
And you know what he's wearing?
Fur coat?
Yeah, Mad Lad Free's coat.
Dear.
And he confesses to the arson. He's like, yeah, I did it. I burned that house down. I burned that right down. Then he starts talking a lot of nonsense, Tom. He claims that Belle is luring men to the house and killing them and stealing their money. And she told him to start the fire because she knew that someone was onto her and she wanted to flee. The body that they found they thought was Belle is 5'3". You know, they get these sort of things wrong all the time. Maybe they had a dodgy ruler.
Yeah.
You just
I
don't.
think they often measure people's bodies with rulers.
Yeah, just one ruler and they just keep moving it up.
Put your hand there. Let's move it on now.
And you know what? That's where our story ends. So that's a very tragic story, and I think we'll agree, not suspicious